Audio achievement.
Let's find out who the super moms of sound are.
Audio achievement. Battlefield 4. BioShock Infinite. Device 6. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Over here.
The Last of Us. Tomb Raider.
She's coming! Take her out!
And the BAFTA is awarded to The Last of Us.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. We want to say thanks to Phil Kovacs and the entire audio team back at Naughty Dog. They did an amazing job. Truly amazing. You know, we try to give everybody just minimal direction and say like less is more was kind of our motto throughout production. And they did an amazing job running with that concept and just sculpting out the audio by basically subtraction. And they created an atmosphere and environment that even kind of overwhelms us when we have the headphones on and we're by ourselves. So thanks, Phil.
And real quick to Shannon and the outsourced team that did all the Foley for the cinematics as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
So you've just walked away with the BAFTA for Best Audio Achievement. And wait, what other ones? You've won other ones already this evening. What, can you even remember?
Story and action adventure. Action adventure.
They're pretty good categories too, right? How chuffed are you? Because you were like, oh, just I win one, love, let's play it cool. But
I was happy with action adventure. That was good enough. Like, and then story, great
and
job.
so that's you. You're like tick.
Yeah.
And then yeah, audio.
Yeah, the team back at Naughty Dog. That's so much them.
We actually wish we could see them right now cheering and hollering.
Yeah.
They will be. But the night is still young yet. You've still got more to go.
All right, you're still up to the jinxing thing. We told you about that.
I'm not jinxing it. Look how many. You've won 3. This is all down to me. It's just me constantly pressuring for this to happen.
We're also excited for Papers, Please and Tearaway to win. We're big fans.
Yeah, Gone Home is amazing. All the games up there are amazing. So we hope they win more. You know, that's
no, don't.
Also because this is getting my heart can't take anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
is it just about to burst in sort of a Technicolor rainbow of awesome? Yeah. So I mean, let's talk through a little bit about the game. How did the original concept for the game kind of come about? What was it? What were you trying to do?
Go, Neil.
When we were working on Uncharted 2, we would have these late dinners when we're crunching and discuss kind of game theory, and a lot of it was discussion around eco and how you build a relationship between characters through player mechanics. And we came up with the sequence for Uncharted 2 where Tenzin, this guy that rescues you in the snow, and we put a lot of thought into how you build that relationship, that we were kind of intrigued and inspired to like ask the question, what if you made a whole game around that notion? What if like at the beginning of the story, of the beginning of the experience, these two characters meet and they don't even like each other that much, that by the end of it they completely love one another and they're willing to make the greatest sacrifices to save each other.
And we watched BBC's Planet Earth. David Attenborough inspired us.
Really?
Once we saw the cordyceps thing with the zombie ants, we were just like,
all
right, what if
do that?
What if that jumped to humans? And that was kind of like the point where like, all right, that's awesome. Like,
got it.
There's
Right,
the setting.
I've made my notes. Thanks,
so take those
Attenborough.
characters, put it in the world with zombie ants, but humans, and that's The Last of Us.
Because I think, you know, having fully realized characters is one of the places where a lot of games tend to fall down, or they're like really, really two-dimensional. I mean, it must be, I don't even know how you'd begin to write to make it that. I mean, how do you actually go go through it in your head to know that you're actually starting somewhere and ending up somewhere else? It baffles me.
It's Bruce and I do a lot of work on the structure. So we'll work and toil and like spend months just looking at the structure of the entire game, how each one of the other cast members says something about Joel and Ellie and who they are.
Yeah.
And once you get into the dialogue, which kind of gets to the fun part because the hard things have already been figured out.
Yeah.
And then working closely with Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson and the rest of the cast, and they do a lot of improvisation as well. So it really is a collaboration, and it probably is. It looks easier than it is.
I think just stay honest. Stay honest to the characters. What would the characters do in that moment? And I think that's what Neil's always thinking when trying to write, is just like, what would you actually do in this moment under these conditions? And where do we want to take the characters? But they have to be honest.
It's also about kind of like subtle exposition. It's not like, oh, okay, so you remember we've like now done this thing, and now we have to remember.
Right.
We've got to
I'm
go
feeling
to the
really
basement
angry right now, by the way.
because of the thing that you said earlier that we just saw.
Yes. I am angry. Let's go down to the basement together angrily.
Yes. I mean, like, how different is sort of Joel and Ellie from where they originally were to start with and how they ended up now, do you think?
Pretty different.
Are they
I'd say
different?
over the course of production, where stuff we needed for gameplay kind of changed who they were, and then once we cast Troy and Ashley, they really helped kind of give that final polish, those final choices to really define them.
It's really hard when you're making a new IP, trying to find the voices for the characters and trying to figure out.
It's like you're pulling out thin air, right?
We have basic ideas. We have a tone that we wanted to play. When we're talking out ideas, we know like, oh, this is going to be a cool game. Now we have to just make it. That's like
this is
how
great,
to
3 o'clock in the morning with a beer, but like, how are we actually going to do this, right?
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's just push pull and a lot of iterations.